back, everyone. Thanks for sticking with us here on the CW. A San Diego art gallery is honoring Black History Month by showcasing local talent and Black culture. This Sunday, the Oya Art Gallery and Boutique is featuring Afrofuturist haiku author Winston Shaw. Winston joining us this morning to talk about his work and about the event. That's a lot to take in. Haiku, Afrofuturism. Can you start off by telling us what Afrofuturism is and about how you came to be involved in it?
Yeah, sure. Well, first of all, thank you so much
thanks for joining us.
I appreciate it. Afrofuturism is really just about taking the narrative and in terms of who we as Black people depict ourselves as and how we think about ourselves, just being at the vanguard of that, whether that's technology, whether that's, you know, in terms of movies like Black Panther, where concepts like vibranium, using that as sort of an idea, and just being original and about how we depict ourselves in the future.
It's like what, this intersection of Black culture and sci-fi almost, right?
Right, that's exactly what it is. And so usually when people talk about Afrofuturism, they're mentioning, you know, comic books and sci-fi, because technology and new places like space allows us the perfect opportunity for new ideas and to, you know, sort of depict ourselves in an original way, in an original space.
And you put a piece together, you said it's on audiobook. We have that QR code that people are able to download, and there's also more on our website. But tell us about what you put together involving haikus, right?
Absolutely. So the reason why I consider it an Afrofuturistic book is because, you know, it's the intersection of cultures. The last Black Panther movie was like that, and the book really tries to pick up on what Langston Hughes, authors like Langston Hughes, who wrote a haiku book in the Harlem Renaissance, and Walter Mosley do when they, you know, look at American culture as a gumbo, as a melting pot.
Yeah.
And so that's what I try to do with this book is, you know, to give a different angle of the Black experience by using haiku, because I've always been interested in Japanese culture. I look at it like, you know, I don't know if you know about gumbo, but my family comes from Louisiana. Okay. So there's all these different elements, and they're all important, and our culture here is sort of like cooking, right? The timing is important, the amounts are important, the temperature, all these little things matter.
And I imagine it, in my head, gives a good opportunity for young Black people to see themselves in sci-fi and in different pieces of literature, film, all the variety. You know, like you said, sci-fi, I feel like historically has been a white-dominated field. So Afrofuturism also almost gives that opportunity for young Black kids to be able to see themselves in that.
And the great thing is, there's a history there, you know, there's a history, and all the way back from the original Star Trek up until, you know, new movies and series now, there is a history there, but it's increasing, and it allows kids to imagine themselves as whoever they want to be.
You got an event coming up that you're going to be at, right, on Sunday. Right. Tell us about what the event's going to be like and how people can find out more about it.
Well, the event, you can find out more about it on southeastartteam.com. It's going to be at Oya Art Gallery, which is in Logan Heights in a historic building there. So we're going to have Q&A, food, music, exhibits featuring live painting with Kim Phillips P., who's one of the leaders of the Southeast Art Team there at the Art Oya Gallery, 3 to 9. Just show up. It's a free event, open to the public. No matter where you're from in San Diego or outside, please come on out and enjoy the Black History event.
We only have a little bit more time. You're saying you grew up in Oceanside. Tell us how that kind of interacted with your upbringing and how it brought you to today, being Black.
Well, I actually grew up in Southeast San Diego.
Oh, okay.
But I live in Oceanside now, so it's kind of, you know, both tips of San Diego County there.
You saw both. Right. I'm assuming it's different now being up in Oceanside, but you're still able to come down to the South Bay to
Absolutely. I still have family down here. My grandparents and aunts and uncles still live all over San Diego, you know, from Chula Vista downtown, Southeast. I have family all over San Diego.
Remind people where they can go for more information on you. Social media, website, anything like that?
Right. gtetent.com or greater-than=TOO.com. That's the name of the website. The concept is, you know, strive to be greater, but you're no greater than anyone else. We're all equal here. So find out more at gtetent.com. You could follow me at GT ETENT on social media.
Winston Shaw, thank you for joining us this
Thank
morning.
you.
It's a cool concept, Afrofuturism. Never heard of it before today, and now learning more about what it means and how it can help out, young black people, and just incorporating all of it together. Like you said, the gumbo, the melting pot.
That's right.
I like it. All right, thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much.
Netta, Eric, I'll send things back to you.